Well, good evening and welcome back to Go Rest Motions here on Twitch. My name is Matt Niporus, and we are bringing you all the action from the Shakedown SimRacing GT3, GT4 series on Assetto Corsa Competizione. Joining me in the commentary box, as usual, it is Tyler Craig, and hopefully we see Naptic in the near future. Tyler, I heard you're not really that well at the moment.
No, I got the damned COVID.
The old spicy cough.
Yeah.
That is suboptimal. I'm going to give that 3 out of 5 bins straight away.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
Just not going to argue with that one. I like it.
Nah, it's fair enough.
It's a bit.
I'll take what I can get.
It's a bit poo, isn't it? Oh, hello. We're back today. Oh, that is good to see. Not that there's anything wrong with a bit of nighttime racing. Have you ever done much in the way of nighttime racing?
Not really. I mean, in real life I have, but
yes,
apart from real life.
Not in sim racing. Tell you what, night racing is awesome.
Everyone loves it.
Everyone loves night racing.
Night racing in the wet is especially a bit special, I reckon.
Bit terrifying, actually. Night racing. Try night racing in the rain with a KZ.
No, maybe. I'm not sure. Not too keen on it yet.
Yeah, done that once. It was great fun.
Let me just get back into racing first.
Yeah. KZ is great fun. KZ is great. Yep. Yeah. We're at Donnington Park tonight. This is going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah, Donnington Park, one of the best circuits in England, I reckon.
Well, there's so many
Definitely in the top 10, or top 5 even.
Well, there's so many great tracks in England, and yeah, Donnington. I rate Donnington very much up here. What do you reckon is the best track in England?
Oh, you can't shy away from Silverstone.
No, you can't. Silverstone is a great track. It's very fast, open, and flowing. This is this is half and half, isn't it? We got one half of the track, or maybe 2/3 of the track, nice and open and flowing. Then you got this little third of the circuit where it's all just tight corners, and it's just not friendly to anyone hasn't quite got the car tuned in right.
Yeah, it's very hard to get the car set up around here because you either compromise the fast flowy sections or the tight bendy sections as slow just wanders off the track while I'm watching.
Yeah, John Slow out there in GT4. I'm currently focusing on Gundy Hahn. Good to see him back tonight in one of the McLaren.
And I've just noticed somebody in a Porsche, Evans, in the blessed 911.
What number is he? 710. Where is he on the track?
We've got to find him. The pit building.
We've got to find him and laugh at him a little bit. Unicorn Racing, new face on the grid. Oh, that was a Nissan almost going off the track. That would be Matt Glow. So Nick Evans, I'm certain that we saw Nick Evans last time out, actually.
Yeah, I do remember the name.
What was he? He was running an Aston, that's right. Whoa, hello, we have got a damn TARDIS Nissan. Stop. Matt, tell whoever it is that's streaming Netflix to get the hell off. You're racing. That's more important.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yep. Oh, well, I'm not wrong, am I?
Nah.
Looks like he has actually yelled at them to get off his damn internet. That's good. Good stuff, Matt. Anyway, can we see anyone out there that's nice and fresh-faced on this grid so far? Looks like it's pretty well all the usual suspects, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's new. I did not notice this. I did not know this, but this tyre barrier can move.
Yeah, that happened in practice 1 before. Someone,
wow.
I think it was Glow, he fully took it out.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
I mean, it's especially good.
That is especially good because that tyre barrier is normally right on the edge of that green crap right there, and it's awful.
I've had some bad times on iRacing with stuff like that.
Yeah, well, that's cool. That is cool. I like it when developers don't make the tyre barriers out of damn concrete. You know, one game that was really good for that, and I absolutely loved it for, not just for this little feature, but it was the original Race Driver Grid.
Oh, yep, yeah, I've heard good things about that game.
It was very good. Arcade sim racer, not really sim racer, but arcadey sort of thing. But it was absolutely brilliant. Like, someone end up in the barrier backwards, and they'd end up on top of the tyre barriers. The tyre barriers actually reacted to the cars hitting them. That is detail. That honestly, Codemasters should really be. Oh, that tyre barrier is now gone. It has been sent to Narnia almost. It's way out here somewhere. That is great. Oh man, I'm in love with that. Given how
for
far
me, it's
that
just on the edge of the corner.
Is it? It's off in the
Must
gravel
be different
trap
physics. It's maybe different physics for different people.
Maybe just needs to catch up. Anyway, we're watching Jared Madford as he goes to the top of 129. Well, he gets eclipsed immediately by the Datsun. The best car, clearly.
That's your opinion?
Well, you know, I've done a few laps around this track in this car, and I can get down to a 27 with it. I think well, yeah. 100%. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
Fair. Anyway, let's go for a little lap around this circuit. I'm on board with Dylan Lester at the moment. Probably a bit late for you to start your lap of doom, but honestly, you can't make a lap of doom around Donnington. No.
I can't. This is such a great track.
It really is. We've just gone through turn 1, and now we're heading down this spectacular part of the circuit. This the crane of curves. You're flat out, the track's dropping away from you. Real life, you'd have those G-forces just absolutely pounding you through the old hairpin. That is a magical part of a bit of racetrack right there.
Yeah, you can take so much speed through there, but you don't want to take a kilometre over what you can do, otherwise you'd stop the track.
Yeah,
it's such a hard corner to get right.
Speaking of hard points to get right, this corner right here, I forget what it's actually called, but that blind apex.
Yes.
Absolute nightmare to get it right consistently, lap after lap after lap. But that is another great part of Donnington, as is this little chicane here. I just love how quick this chicane is before we head to the Melbourne hairpin.
Yeah, even the alternate chicane's pretty good as well for the smaller series.
Yeah, the short track chicane, that is magical. Watching the BTCC just abuse the curbs. And here we go into the final hairpin. Another corner. So it's blind. Like, this is a fairly flat circuit, but you still got all these blind apexes. It's brilliant. Absolutely.
Yeah, the scenery around it helps, especially with the buildings coming into that final hairpin.
Yeah. Little fun fact, I didn't know about this until a few days ago. Way back when Ayrton Senna was still alive, it's actually Dylan Lester 128.4, that's pretty quick. Way back in the days of Ayrton Senna, Ayrton Senna actually set the fastest lap of the race by going through pit lane. Did you know that?
Strange. All right.
Well, because
oh yeah, because there was no pit speed then, wasn't there?
There was no pit speed, and there, right here, is the old pit entrance. So you essentially cut out a full, like, what do you reckon, 400 meters of the circuit? And of course, you got no speed limit. He went in. The crew wasn't ready, so he just drove through and kept going. And that was a lap record before they took it off him, I think. But yeah, fun little Donnington fact for you.
Yeah, I did see the lap times. Senna isn't the fastest one, surprisingly. I think it was AutoGP that had the fastest time around here.
I'm getting scam called. Not today. Scammers, not today.
Yeah, I got scammed before.
I had one call me earlier, and they were asking me about my Amazon order. That sort of clued me into it, because I don't have an Amazon account.
Oh, I got someone tried to call me about me being a homeowner. I'm 17. And getting.
What's wrong with that?
I'm 17 and I don't own a home.
And?
They were talking about solar panels.
Nice. I love messing with them. It's so much fun.
Yeah, and somehow, I don't know how, they knew my name. Just by chance. That was a bit strange.
I love the ones that they call up and they say, we want to talk to, what was it? Who do they keep calling, asking for? Not, oh, come on, think. It's like some Tiffany or something like that, and I love just saying, "Yep, speaking." It throws them off. It throws them off. I love it.
Yeah.
Because they just go, "Oh,
You sound a bit
great.
manly for a woman.
Yo, you got a problem with that? This is 2022, mate. Let's open that kettle of fish nice and early. Rob Noble, currently second in GT4. We're currently watching him. 8/10 off of RJ Robertson. RJ Robertson, pretty standard at the front of GT4. I don't know where he is on track. I'm sure he's around somewhere in his trusty Beamer. Aaron Muriel back in the Bunnings Sanger Motorsport entry. That's good. We'll find him eventually. He's probably in pit lane actually. There he is. There he is. So, yep, RJ Robertson currently in pit lane at the moment, but currently top of GT4. That's pretty well. He's cemented that, hasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. So I've got the lap records up. So, wait, there's a supercar that's on here. That's interesting.
Ooh.
So the fastest time for GT3 is a 28 flat in a McLaren, so they should have an advantage. I doubt that though. And a supercar is a 125.8 somehow.
125.8. Well, that is interesting. Yes, well, the supercars are quicker in a straight line, and this is quite a high-speed circuit when you think about it.
What, supercart?
Oh, supercart? That's standard, mate. What are you talking? Supercarts are absolute mental things.
They're a few tenths off GT1.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They are mental. Well, supercarts are absolutely mental. No weight to them. 250 cc's of two-stroke goodness, and they have downforce, combined with the already ballistic mechanical grip of a go-kart. Like, come on, man. Are you surprised?
Somewhat, yeah. Well, I haven't really seen supercarts that often drive.
Oh, mate, do yourself a favour. After this is done, jump onto YouTube and have a look at supercars. Like, they're doing like 250 k's per hour at places like Assen. It's ballistic. I love it.
I knew they'd go over 200, but 250, Jesus Christ.
Oh, they're crazy, man. Oh, you think KZ drivers are crazy? No.
Yes.
Supercar drivers are crazy.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I think they hold overall lap records at a lot of circuits in Australia too. In fact, funny story. Here's a real funny story. So, mid-90s, when Oran Park was still a thing, rest in peace, they actually had the V8 supercars, and the supercarts were invited as a support category. Now, I don't know if this is
faster.
Yep. Now, I don't know if this is 100% true, but at the end of the meeting, basically supercars said to the supercart drivers, yeah, it was great having you, but we're not going to have you back. And they said, well, why? Because you're faster than us.
That's fair enough.
Well, I mean, it is really. When you're trying to market the V8 supercars as the fastest and pinnacle of Australian motorsport, and then you have some dude in like leathers and some tiny little go-kart being faster than you, it kind of defeats that, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then you have you know, the support series at Bathurst as well, like the GT3s there, and they're quicker than supercars, but I guess screaming V8s are better for drunken Australians, so it's fair enough.
Yeah. I think it's just GT3s and the supercars are actually doing quite similar lap times.
I'm pretty sure the GT3s are maybe a second or two quicker at Bathurst. And then you also have the S5000s that were just there as well. They're like
Oh yes.
5-10 seconds quicker maybe. Between 5 and 10 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Something stupid.
those things are crazy. I love them. Oh, we have an Aston off. That was Chris Bradley. We just looked away from him. I'm currently following the fastest driver in the session at the moment, John Sonicus. 27.8. That is not too bad.
It's alright.
It's alright. It's just alright. Now, he's got an interesting team name. It doesn't match the rest of his car. He's got a bright pink car. Big black Kovacs. It doesn't have a lot of black on it, though, I noticed.
Nah, you're gonna have to downgrade the points there for not having too much black on it, I reckon.
Well, we need to find the best team name of the night.
We've got
Rob Noble.
Sanger.
Yeah, that's Aaron Muriel.
Noble Racing from Rob Noble.
Yeah, we just saw him.
Pretty clever.
Justin Marshall still hasn't pulled his finger out and given us a team name yet. Justin, get it together, mate. Get it together.
Justin driver OMFG, there's a plane.
As he flies into the fence, how appropriate. SNU Racing, CMR.
No practice motorsport.
No practice motorsport. Who is that?
That would
Nicholas
be...
Macbeth.
Yes.
That's not bad. Happily Average Racing, RPR Racing, yeah. OMFG, there's a plane. I think that's pretty well the funniest we've got so far. You disagree?
Nah, I'm just COVIDing out.
Oh, you're dying there?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, can you just die maybe in about 2-3 hours later, please?
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll put a timer on my phone just for that.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Yep.
Got to be considerate to the viewers.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think? We're here to commentate on racing? No, we're here to entertain the viewers.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of entertainment, who was on last night and saw that curse fest that I handed out at Mount Panorama for TA2?
I didn't see any of that, but I'm guessing it was a bit everywhere.
It was brutal. It was brutal. I'm actually going to send you the most brutal one that I had. It was savage. I actually feel pretty bad that I'm sending it to you, but you have to see it to believe it, because this was a commentator's curse and a half. Like, man.
Any Chaz Mosterts?
Yeah, we had a couple of Chaz Mosterts. We had a few people finding Narnia here and there. Otherwise, really good racing from the GT Club guys, rounding out the TA2 series. And that was quite beautiful way to end. 3 different winners in 3 different races, so gotta love it. And now we wait for the reaction.
Okay, so Scowen has just binned it and he's reversing down Forest's elbow. He's you're disappointed.
I was a little bit disappointed by that. I was a little bit sad. I hadn't even got the words out of my mouth and he had binned it.
So he's reversing out of Forest's elbow. He's back on track. Interesting.
Yes, indeed.
Please never do that to me.
Oh, mate, I barely commentate on any races that you're in. Oh, wait, V8 Supercars. Never mind. Tell you what, you hit that subscribe button, I will never commentate Taters Curse you. Promise.
I'll just test my luck. So far, it's been okay.
Wow, that is cheap. Anyway, just kidding. Just kidding. It's all good.
I'm not paying money to watch and commentate at the same time.
Paying for the privilege of commentating.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Yep. Well, we got a bit of a drift machine here with Pete Vaughn as he goes across the top of that little right-hander, that blind apex. Managed to keep it going though. Not too bad, not a bad performance so far for Pete. He's definitely clear of the AMs, and a second behind.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty consistent tonight, I reckon. Hopefully he keeps that up in the race.
Well, this is the hard thing about practice, because you don't know who's out there doing hot laps and who's just setting the car up for racing, who's practicing their pit stops. It's all very important, practice that pit entry.
Overrated, I reckon.
Matt, for the love of God, turn car shadows on. Yeah, I can probably do that. Well, they're on. They're just low. That's all. I need to update my CPU. I think it's a little bit lacking at the moment. There we go. Car shadows. Happy? Oh, Big Eolia up into 5th. Big Bentley. Good to see that it's pretty well all British in the top 5, apart from Dill Leicester.
I mean, it is a British circuit. What do you expect?
I don't know.
Fair enough, yeah.
I have no expectations anymore, apart from commentators' curses.
Yeah, that is to be expected, though.
I think just because Dill called me out in chat, I'm going to have to commentators curse him. Sitting there pretty in 4th. I think he can win this. He can win every single race tonight. No problems whatsoever.
Yeah.
So what have we got tonight? We got 15 minutes of qualifying, 30 minutes race 1, qualifying 2, 15 minutes, and then race 2 for another 30 minutes. Pretty well standard. Standard affair for Shakedown Sim Racing. As we're in night qualifying. Oh yeah. Love a bit of night qualifying. As Cam Norris will lead everyone out on track.
I think I've just thought of the most dangerous race you could do. So think of the Isle of Man, already pretty dangerous, but at night.
Please don't.
That'd be something different.
I don't want to think about that. That is terrifying.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's terrifying as it is.
Bloody cool though.
That is. I keep coming back to this one video of the lap record, and Jesus Christ, man, it's horrifying to watch.
I'm not sure that it's horrifying. I think it's just awe-inspiring. You just can't look away. Those guys are something else. The Isle of Man riders that just...
Yeah, half the time they're just driving into walls, pretty much, before braking.
I don't think that's accurate.
There is a corner where there is a brick wall, like where a house is on a corner.
There are multiple corners on that circuit that have houses and brick walls on the corner.
Yeah, but there's one particular corner. It's a quick left, right, left. But there's a brick wall on the edge of the right-hand corner where the apex is.
Yeah, I think I know the corner you're talking about.
It's about a third of the way through, I think.
Yeah, there is a corner. There was a good slow-mo shot of what's his name? Connor Cummins on a Gixxer 1000, and he was doing this massive twisting wheelie through this quick little chicane, quick little flip-flop, and oh boy, it's enough to make you just want to go out and buy a motorbike.
I'll stick to 4 wheels.
Fair enough. Probably need to talk about some racing right now. Cam Norris is certainly been on top form of late, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been top 3 pretty much every race, apart from that last race at Bathurst where he got a bit destroyed.
Someone's already cleared out that tyre barrier. Good to see. Now, unfortunately for Cam, he has got some lap traffic in the GT3 of Rob Noble. Hopefully Noble will get out of his way. He has not. That's going to ruin that lap for Cam.
It's an interesting looking GT3, considering it is a Cayman.
Did I call it a GT3?
Correct.
Oh no. That's definitely a GT4. And we'll see, well, 28.7, not bad. I think he did get a little bit balked by Noble though.
Yeah, and also cold tyres for the first lap as well wouldn't have helped. And Dill Lesser up the top with a 28 flat.
Yep. Let's try and find. Oh, we have someone around. Who was that? Oh, that's Dustin Driver. He has managed to almost find the pit lane wall. Persisting with this AMG, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'd recommend getting out the AMG.
Yeah, it's a weird car. I've mentioned it before. It is a very weird car.
Yeah, if you want a car that oversteers and understeers at the same time, either go the AMG or, what was it, the 2013 Ferrari Formula 1 car. One of those ones.
2015 Bentley is also a strange handling car. It's very unstable under brakes. Yeah, I don't know. It's, yeah, it's just a very weird car. Dustin Driver tries to get it through the chicane once more. Gets that quite nicely, actually. A little bit surprised that John Sonicus way down in 8th. 3 seconds off the pace. Of course,
he's just warming up.
Well, that's it. Sonicus very experienced in ACC.
That Merc is looking pretty stable, actually.
And, well, Driver up to 7th. He's still got, he definitely lost a lot of time recovering from that spin on the previous lap, and that cost him on the next lap. So maybe he can pick up half a second here or there. Well, Sonicus is already up to down into the 27.6s, so gauntlet thrown.
I'm just watching Dustin drive. He's not using too much of the road, actually. He's not hitting any of the curbs, which is a bit strange. Especially through the Sector 2. Bit odd to see.
That's an Aston off there. That was Bradley. Now Sonicus, he's got a little bit of traffic in front of him. Oh, that was very tight between himself and Nick Evans. But, well, he's managed to keep the lap alive, I think. Can't see any delta times on that dash. Gets the power down nicely. Fires it up the hill towards the final final hairpin, I should say.
Yeah, it's a strange looking chicane, isn't it?
Yeah, very, very strange. Look, I'm very tired. It's been a 12-hour day at work for me. Damn elections. And he goes faster again. 27.625. Not bad for Sonicus.
See if anyone else can get within that time as well. Be interesting to see.
If I had deltas, I'd be able to tell you. Again, Matt Glow in 5th at the moment. It's just coming up behind the Bunnings Snag machine.
And I want a Bunnings Snag now.
Kind of want one now too. Bunnings still open? No, that'd be closed by now. Damn it. Glow up to 2nd. He is into the 27s now. 27.980. And he's going to dive back to pit lane. Let's have a look at how the GT4s are lining up. Well, Are you honestly surprised? Well, actually, I am. Rob Noble. He's leading the way, but only still early days in qualifying. We'll wait and see if the early days racing BMW of Robertson can respond. Now, this is where qualifying with multi-classes does get a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it's pretty hard with traffic, especially through the middle sector around here, because you can't really pass or overtake through those sections unless you're willing to lose time.
Well, Robertson is looking a little bit better this time. He's got nothing in front, nothing behind, so he can afford to drive pretty hard to complete this lap and try and take back that pole position. I think he's going to need a 36 though.
26, do you mean?
36. GT4.
Ah. Fair enough, yeah.
Yep, fair enough. I'd be impressed if he could get a 26 in a GT4.
Yeah, just take the pit entry. The
old
one.
pit entry, yeah. Yeah, just shortcut half the circuit. Just, you know what? Don't even take the Melbourne hairpin. Just take the sprint chicane.
Old chicane.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the sprint chicane.
Yeah. That's how you get a 26 in a GT4.
There is a bit of a tyre barrier in the way though. That's the problem.
Nah, just
do
drive
unless it
through
goes second now.
Drive through it. That's what the bumper's for. It's a BMW.
Yeah.
What else is it going to do? It's just going to tailgate people.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, either drives into stuff or just moves people out the way, doesn't indicate, just does everything that a normal citizen shouldn't do, but does.
Come on, mate. Look. When you're driving a BMW, you've got enough to think about. You don't need to think about indicators. Come on.
Yeah, fair. And you have to control. You can get mad oversteer changing lanes, I guess. Somehow.
Don't want to strain that little finger going for the indicator stalk.
Yeah, don't want to crinkle your nice worn suit that you just got from the the suit store. I don't know.
Yeah, I was wondering where you were going to go with that. Like, does he actually know any expensive suits?
Screw it, Gucci. I don't know.
Gucci, yep, good enough.
Yeah.
Robertson, he goes pole, 36.8. That is Gauntlet thrown down in GT4. Can Noble respond? I don't know where Rob Noble is at the moment. Oh, there he is. He's actually just come out of pit lane on a warm-up lap, I'd say, or he's cut the corner somewhere and invalidated the lap. I don't know. Oh, that's definitely not the quickest way through the corner. John Slope. Hopefully he can respond. A little over a second slower than Robertson's time. I'll throw this question out to chat. I did it last night. No one really got back to me on this, but did anyone manage to catch the opening round of Super GT?
I definitely didn't.
You definitely didn't? Mate, you're missing out. Get on to Motorsport TV. Watch Super GT. That is, hands down, the best race series in the world. I don't care. I will fight anyone who disagrees.
I mean, I don't particularly know what Super GT is all about.
Did you say Super Cheese?
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah, Super G. Yeah, I don't know what it's all about, but it seems alright. Nice close racing. That's what you want to see.
Oh yeah. Speaking of close racing, it's tightened up at the top. Norris, Macbeth and Leicester all within 3/10. Then a little bit further back, you've got Glow and Matterford. So the top six are right in it with each other. See if Pete Viney can get a little bit closer to that top five. Biggie Oli doing a pretty good job as well. He's within a second of Sonicus this time. Honestly, for me, when I'm racing, if I can get within a second of an Alien's race time, I'm happy. Or qualifying time, I'm happy. That's about normally where I sit.
That's fair enough, yeah. That's what I did aim for when I first started the V8s, but now I'm somewhere within half a second of the aliens somehow. I don't know.
Because you got good.
I mean, I'm not doing anything different, really. I just turn the steering wheel into the direction where the corners are and hit the brake and accelerator at the exact moment that I predict, and it somehow does something.
Well, I think that's the idea of racing. Just push the pedals and steer that steering wheel a little bit faster than everyone else.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, it's a pretty good summary. Just drive in circles faster than everyone else. Just go faster. Jeez. How hard is that?
Yeah, metal that weighs about a ton driving in circles.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't see the problem.
Why would you? It's fun.
Yeah, it's easy. Come on. In fact, well, Pete Viney actually backing out of that lap. I thought he was on a pretty hot one. He's just looking ahead and seeing all this chaos in front of him, and he wants to give himself as best opportunity as he possibly can to get in a little bit closer. Matterford. This guy's got pace. Hopefully he can have some luck tonight and avoid accidents. Running his trusty Aston Martin. Looks like Sonicus is happy with his time. Cam Norris is satisfied with his time. Macbeth and Lester are still out there. They're separated by virtually nothing. So, wait and see.
Good day, fellas.
Oh, we have got a Naptic. Naptic, welcome to the commentary booth.
How are we going? You alright?
Oh, we're fantastic. Well, I'm fantastic. Unfortunately, a bit of a spicy cough floating around in here.
I've got the Rona.
Yeah.
I can tell by the velvet deepness in your voice.
Thank you.
An improvement.
But I think
hang on to it.
isn't that just puberty?
Oh, it could be too.
I hit puberty ages ago, I think.
Yeah, he's
Still
from
not
South
sure.
Australia.
Yeah.
Like Friday.
Friday night. Yep, that's about right then.
It feels like a long time ago.
Anyway, checkered flag is out for qualifying. Looking at par for the course, Rob Noble managed to get a little bit closer to Robertson in GT4. I don't think he's going to take that pole position away from him. Matterford unable to improve. In fact, he actually gets bested by this guy here, Matthew Biggioli, in the big old Bentley. Just have one car left on circuit, and that is Pete Viney in the Lexus. Very aggressive approach to the final corner. Runs a little bit wide, misses the apex. See if he can get the drive down the main straight. And he actually buttons out of that. So there you go. That is qualifying done and dusted. So John Sonicus at the front. Starting next to him is Cam Norris. Really great to see Cam Norris absolutely challenging for fights now. When we go back to Macbeth, Lester, Glow, Biggioli, Matterford, Dustin Driver still persevering with that AMG, Hahn, and then Viney rounding out the top 10. Then we go back to Bradley, Marshall, and Nick Evans rounding out GT3. Actually, I lie. Regan Herbert is rounding out GT3. He did not get a qualifying time in. He will start rear of field. Let's have a look at GT4. As usual, RJ Robertson at the front, but only by 0.03 of a second to Rob Noble. That is Titan GT4. Hopefully they stay that close in the race. Before we go back to John Slow and Aaron Muriel. Battle for silver right there. So have we got a little prediction for this race at all, gentlemen?
I'm going to go Evans because Porsche 911, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's my prediction. Yeah. You're allowed to have your own opinions.
That's fair.
I'm not.
That's fair. It's going to be
some
tough
extent.
It's just going to be tough to go past John Sonicus. He's very, very quick. See him a lot in Octane Online League, and yeah, the competition is incredibly stiff. It looks like we've lost Regan Herbert now. I think he maybe never turned up into the server. It's weird.
I didn't see his name.
Anyway, the cars make off on their warm-up lap. Sonicus in the big black Kovics, which does not have any black on it. I'm a little bit ripped off. I feel ripped off by that. I feel cheated.
I mean, you got the rear wing. That's black.
That's got high vis end plates on it.
Yeah, but the actual wing itself, not the end plates.
It's still not big enough or black enough. Wait.
Yeah, fair enough.
Phrasing.
Let's not put that into context. I don't think.
It's funny without context.
Yeah. I might clip that.
Oh, what are we thinking? We're going to have a clean turn one. Turn one's going to be a bit of a bottleneck there.
It'll be tough. I reckon they can make it though.
Oh, we've got everyone backing up. Thank God for ghosting. Well, the big question will be, can Cam Norris run with Sonicus? Norris is in the form of his life at the moment. Well, at least from what I've seen anyway. Maybe he was already in the form of his life in previous seasons, but this season he's hammering along quite nicely.
It'll be tough, I reckon. What was he, 4/10 off Sonicus in qualifying? So
qualifying, racing, two different things, but a 30-minute race, I can hardly imagine that anyone would be going with a endurance setup. Okay. You got a pick there, Naptic? We didn't actually get your pick for this race.
Yeah, I'm bloody just having a bit of a sorting out the old clicky clicks. I was going to have a look at my I like my data, so I was going to have a look at the bit of the sheet. What are we, round 4?
Round 4.
Round 4 to see what's going on. Again, there's still the familiar names there. I watched last week, but I can't remember it.
Was that a bottle of whiskey involved in that one?
There were some chasers as well. There was
yeah, nice.
Your classic Tuesday.
Oh, this is a very, very odd formation. We are away and racing nonetheless. Sonicus has got a really big head start. But Cam Norris, he's going to get hung out to dry on the outside, I think, as that is Macbeth up the inside. No, they're going to argue. Let's see if we got through turn 1 cleanly. By the sounds of things, we did. We certainly did.
Turn 1.
Oh, Nick Evans, and that is John Slow battling on the way down the Corona curves.
Off as well. He's in the gravel.
Oh, yep, indeed.
They've kept it kind of tidy. They're all good. Chain stalled, worm stalled one.
He's actually, yeah, he's dropped right back to the end of the GT3s, and he's actually stuck behind RJ Robertson for now. Have to be really careful. Nick Evans, I think, no, that's Rob Noble. So the second driver who started off a second for GT4, he has had a little bit of a tumble there. Some battles here. Pete Viney going for a very game move. Oh, Biggie Ollie's gone straight ahead at the chicane.
What a move.
Very, very good move. And driver there, he's good heads-up driving from Viney, just sort of sidestepping that Lexus. So who's had a really good start? Well, Cam Norris has managed to get back into second place. And it says he's in first. Oh, there we go, now it's cleared up. And he's trying to chase down Sonicus now. He's got Macbeth for company. Leicester's having... a little bit surprised that Leicester has not gone with the top 3 in this initial start. That might help him though.
Oh, we got a bit of a touch by Hahn and I think that's Marshall. They're both off.
Yep, that's going to open the door.
Oh, he's kept
Gundy has kept it together.
It's an exciting door.
So Marshall, bad run through the old hairpin. Will be vulnerable to Chris Bradley. Right on board now with Chris. Marshall taking some very creative lines at the moment.
Yeah, looks like he has a bit of understeer. It's actually cut that corner pretty... Yeah.
Oh, someone else off track. Don't know who that was. I just saw dust flying up everywhere.
Matterford's in the pits.
Yep, that's an early pit stop done for Jared Matterford. So he's going to go the long game. I don't know if that's a wise strategy. I don't know how tyre wear works around here. Haven't actually done a race here.
Let's just agree that it's yes.
30 minutes would be right, wouldn't it?
You'd hope so.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It looks like Norris has had a bit of decent form of late, hasn't he? But the man Horner. Horner? Where is he? Is he not here?
Who was that?
The Horner. Oh no. No, it's not. He was second in the points. By 2 points. Norris is leading. 216. And then left at 169.
Dylan Lester's managed to find some pace. He's all over the back of Macbeth now. And I reckon he's lining himself up for a send. Probably in the Melbourne hairpin if he can get this chicane right.
That'll be a good battle. So that'll be a good battle because Macbeth is behind Leicester in the points at 152. So right there, right sniffing. Got an important placing there.
Macbeth is suffering from a lot of understeer, it looks like. Both BMWs aren't doing too well on the front.
I have to say, Macbeth managed to pull out a little bit of a gap through the chicane. Maybe the Audi's just not quite liking those quick changes of direction. Whoa! That was interesting for Leicester. Got on the brakes, the car just snapped sideways. We now have another car in the pit lane. That is Chris Bradley. See where he pops out. I'd say he'll pop out right behind Jared Matterford. Meanwhile, at the front, John Sonicus here is starting to stretch the legs of the 556 Aston. And he's starting to show these guys which way to go. But, might want to get a hurry on because if they leave it too long, he won't be able to show them the way around. They won't be able to see him. So a bit of a shout out. I just saw this Pete Viney, the AM driver. He is up into 5th.
Yeah, not bad. The Lexus, yeah, good call.
Glow seems to be struggling a little bit. He's falling into the clutches of Dustin Driver. I want to guess that Matt has not done any nighttime practice.
Yeah, looks he's a new GT4 driver. Don't see his name in the points, so he must be new. No. What do you do? Lexus.
Viney, yeah, I believe he joined the series.
He's in the G3, yeah. He's in the M.
Yeah, he joined the series last time out.
Last week, yeah, there he is. Yeah, not bad. Got a wee 31 pointer in the race to a bit first. That's a good day out for anyone.
Well, I want to keep an eye on this three-way battle for second. Looks like all three of these cars are just evenly matched. They can't really close in on each other.
Yeah, I've been looking. It looks like the BMW and Audi are better through the first sector. Sector 2 is where the McLaren seems to start pulling away again. Then Sector 3 is where McLaren shines bright, I reckon. But apart from that, it's quite even.
Keeping an eye on GT4 as well. RJ Robertson just looks like as if he's settled into a rhythm now. He's got John Slow and Noble keeping him honest though. That gap has stabilised. Aaron Muriel not really threatening at this point. Might come back to him when the GT3 start barging their way through.
Yeah, 3 seconds already for Sonic SS. He's debuted last week as well, yeah?
That's correct. Sonicus knows his way around ACC, that's for sure, although we normally see him in a Lexus with Octane. Shakedown is running the Aston.
No, good car there. Good car.
Unless there's just creeping on the back of Macbeth, he's just cut the corner, which isn't too great, I imagine, but...
Let's close the gap in a little bit. Let's see if he can keep it together through the chicane. That BMW looks a little bit nicer through the chicane.
We got him there.
You're just sort of sensing a bit of a send coming up soon, can't you?
Yeah, he'll start getting impatient, I reckon.
I don't think Lester will get impatient. He'll probably just probably get a little bit of urgency going. So he's starting to see. Yeah, Cam Norris.
He'll be 21 minutes. He'll be right. He'll be thinking, I've got time.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he's what, third? Yeah, second, fourth, third. Yeah.
And Cam Norris just starting to stretch the gap a little bit between himself and Macbeth. Now we have lap traffic to contend with for our race leader as he gets around Chris Bradley quite nicely. Sonicus on his way. Of course, his brother Jean-Pierre. Whoa, hello, that's an interesting line. Yeah,
I reckon that's the correct line. You've got to straight line some of the corners just to make sure you get them right, I reckon.
Yeah.
Rename that team to Jim's Mowing, please. More than likely would have gotten a track cut for that, I'm sure. Now, we're coming up onto the GT4 cars as well. Now, mercifully, they are spread out a little bit. But what do you do in this situation? Do you dive into pit lane and hope that you come out in clear track and you don't have to deal with them and let your opponents have to struggle with the lap traffic?
I think it's a good call.
I'll maybe wait until I'm at the very back of the GT4s, maybe in front of who's at the back, Muriel, maybe, before I dive in.
Sort of got to time it though. It's the
oh, who's that off?
Norris.
Something's gone off. That's
Norris.
Oh no! So Cam Norris, that is a commentator's curse. We just nobbled him. Was going well, and then we cursed him. So we're continuing the curses on this channel.
Yeah, I think he just lost it under brakes coming into the old air bin.
He hasn't got too bad because he's ended up going straight back on the track and pulled back in front of the. Jeez, I don't think it was too bad. Yeah, cut just a couple, back to just in front of fifth, fourth even.
Well, he's a fair way ahead of fifth. He's come out in fourth. The car behind is Chris Bradley, who is a lap down. We have the first of the GT4s into pit lane. That is Rob Noble. Now leader now onto the back of Aaron Muriel, and oh, that was a little bit clumsy. That is not going to help John Sonicus. Comes in right behind the BMW, and the BMW was a little bit slow, but it looks like everyone is diving into pit lane except for Dill Lester. He is going for one more lap.
One more time.
Actually, that was a really good call, though. That may work out for Leicester in the long run, because I reckon Sonicus lost a good 2-3 seconds coming into pit lane because he had to check up for the GT4 and then he couldn't really attack the pit limiter line. So this could work out quite nicely for Leicester.
He's got a nice bit of clear air, good use. He got a mile of room.
Oh yeah.
Throw in another couple.
And what gets worse for yep, that was rather aggressive over the curve. Gets worse for Sonicus. He hasn't got it. I don't think he's gotten out in front of that GT4 either. I think he might have actually. He has.
We've got Sonicus just in front of Macbeth, so he lost a heap of time coming into the pit there.
For Leicester, what do you do now? Box now and hope you have a clear run. Hope you come out in front.
Yeah, it's a tough decision.
Let's see what he does. He's going into pit lane. So this is going to be quite exciting. But,
I would have been keen to do another one under hot tyres versus cold tyre, just for that extra maybe 0.3.
Let's go into my drone cam and we'll keep an eye on how this goes. So it's about roughly 30 seconds stationary while you do tyres and fuel. So Sonicus coming into the Melbourne hairpin now. Has the overcut
pretty
worked?
Close.
Yeah, it's going to be quite tight. But Leicester's got a short run to the pit exit.
Well, they're just coming into the final corner now.
Just coming onto the main straight now. Leicester is moving. I don't think it's worked out for him. It has not. He will come out in front of Cam Norris, though, which is good for him. I think he was actually in front of Norris in the first place, wasn't he?
Yeah, Norris made that wee slip just before the mess.
Well, he hasn't lost too much time at least. And now Sonicus is on the back of Rob Noble.
Yeah, that's correct. And he's in a part of the track where he can't really make a move stick. So,
but he just did.
Well, he did, but that was awkward for Leicester. He managed to hold on to it though. Not bad.
Good save.
It will do.
It will do. Checks out.
He's back to battling with Beth there.
Yeah, honestly, looking at this right now, I think the second stint is looking a lot more favourably for Leicester. Those tyres haven't come up to pressure, and he is already handing the back of Nick Macbeth.
Ooh, he has a lot of oversteer. He's getting a lot of oversteer coming out of a few corners.
Sonic is not 3 and a bit seconds further up now, I suppose. They're all 0.7 right there. Oh.
We'll definitely keep an eye on the pace for Dylan Lester. So, see if he can get a little bit lower into the 27s. Best lap he's done is a 27.5. So, if he's got the balance of this car sorted out a little bit better after that pit stop, we could be in for a grandstand finish at the end of this race.
Yeah, that'll be definitely the Leicester Macbeth battle, and then hopefully Sonicus, if he see what times he's going to be doing after the pits. 126.9 is his best, so he's got the half a second on the boys. So
damn,
yeah.
I thought I was running a high 27, sorry, in the GTR. 26, I'll just get back in my box. Oh, it's on now, down the back straight. Lester's tucked into the slipstream. He darts out, thinks better of it though. Definitely have to be a very, very brave man to try and make a move into the chicane.
He did do it once. On the first lap, I think it was. It might have been him. I can't remember.
No, that was Pete Viney,
Well,
actually.
everyone's taking the shortcut on the chicane. I don't know if you've seen that. I was up in the helicopter. I could see it clearly.
Well, yeah, I was about to actually check back with this battle. Biggie Oli and Matterford, they're... I was going to say they're going side by side, but he could have fit a double-decker bus between those two cars. But, this is the battle for 7th. You got Dustin Driver just behind him as well. They're coming up onto GT4 traffic as well. That actually, Matt Glow is just stuck a little bit behind a GT4 driver. Because it's a real test of patience when you come up on a slower class car. Can't just punt them out of the way. That's not very nice.
Well, Duelista's looking for a move now. He's almost had a look into turn 8. Don't think that's a ideal place to go, but
well, this
he's going to get him out the chicane.
He's
right on,
no,
yeah.
Wrong side of the track. This might compromise Macbeth's run through the chicane. It will open up a move at the hairpin.
Yep, so you do it.
Be close.
Narrow them up, make them defend.
Here he goes. He thought about it, but Macbeth closes the door. And Audi rotates a little bit quicker though.
Yeah, you just got that understeer that the BMW's got around this track pretty consistently.
Sparks flying from the Audi as he runs a little bit wide.
127.3 for Sonica, so back on it.
Absolutely, whereas Macbeth and Lester, they're in the 29s. Macbeth is making this BMW rather wide.
Yeah, there's some battling times there. Norris will be hoping that they keep battling for a while because he's getting the gains out of that. 128 flat, so he's making a second.
I think we're just starting to see a little bit of impatience there from Lester. See that the clock is ticking down to 10 minutes left. Oh, big slide from Macbeth. That will have frustrated Lester to no end. He'll be thinking, why couldn't you have made that mistake last lap when I was right on you?
I was rearing to go.
Yeah. I tell you what, this Audi is not riding the curbs very well through that chicane. See it?
It's like bunny hopping, isn't it?
Yeah, like
getting near.
Boating everywhere, like it's on a boat. Forget the Bentley. This is the real boat.
Can't turn when your wheels are in the air, can you?
Yeah, I've noticed coming through the first, the left-hander of the chicane, he's just been basically parking on the inside of the curb in a way and just losing probably 2 tenths.
We are still watching this battle for second. Just get the sense that if Lester was released, he would be able to try and... I think it's a little bit late for Lester to mount the challenge to Sonicus, but he'd be wanting second. Oh, big slide for Macbeth. That's the mistake. Whoa,
He's kept
not
it
quite. He's managed to stay ahead, save the bin, and save second.
Yeah, I think Lester backed off a bit as well.
Oh, he had to.
You should have just kept it pinned and just overtake him in turn 7, you know, just the easiest place to overtake on this track, definitely, 100%.
It definitely would have been contact.
Showing in the mirrors is might be paying off. Getting Macbeth to be looking backwards when you should be looking forwards is the trick.
Beth is definitely under a lot of pressure. Here
Here
comes
we go.
Lester, big old send. They're side by
Hold
side.
them
They're
out.
still side by side. I think Macbeth is going to hang on to it though. He's got the inside line for the next corner. Lester's going to squeeze him to the inside. And oh, Lester, big slide. Little tap, little nudge. All good. Play on. Oh, there we go. Little tap again.
Make some room for me, good big boy.
Oh, it's still going to be side by side.
Well, Lester, saw there, Lester tried to block off the switchback for Macbeth. It's still side by side going through the corner curves. Someone's got to give here. Someone's got to give here. It is Macbeth. Oh, great exchange between Lester and Macbeth. So now Lester is released. That was a solid 10
made
out
a
of
heap
10.
of time as well.
10 out of 10 exchange for all the drivers there.
Yeah, Norris is just in the background now. He can still see second, which is probably a good thing for him. Be wanting to get that back.
Can we get a couple of GGs in chat just for that? Fryboy, absolutely great racing between Macbeth and Lester. Fryboy, yeah, great name. I've seen some absolute cracker Twitch names over the years. Someone can't really repeat on stream. Anyway, that does release us to have a look at a few other battles, although, tell you what, Norris is coming.
The big Early has got a man on his tail, trying to do his thing there.
Yeah, sort of keeping an eye on these guys, Big Yoli and Matterford. I'm on board now with Jared, actually. Fortunately for us, the GT4 battle that I was hoping for has not really materialised. RJ Robertson out in front as usual. Absolutely killing it. I don't think even the commentator's curse is going to upset that that lead that he has. 8.7 seconds over Noble.
Yep, it's
You
solid.
know how bad you just cursed him there?
No one will catch him.
Mate, there are some people that are just immune to the curse.
No, I'm one of them.
That's true actually. I have tried cursing it, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I know, I've seen the streams.
You've
I
seen
think
the
it's the
stream.
intent of the commentator, I reckon, eh? It's when it's true and when it's true words, that's when it's at its most dangerous. When it's wishful hoping, it doesn't stick.
Well, I mean,
The voodoo knows. The voodoo knows.
mate, the one person who is just, no matter what I do, he is just a victim of my commentator's curse, and that is Zach Scowen. Every single time. Every single time, before I even get the words out, he bins it. It's just like...
Just the thought. Just the thought of it.
Just the thought. Even when I'm not focusing on it, he bins it. It's just the commentator's curse is just... It's real, people. It's real.
He's probably watching the stream. That probably might contribute to the curse.
That's true. That's true. I think it would. I think it would, honestly.
Yeah,
If you
because if you know you're on screen, you've got a bit more pressure on yourself to look good, I guess, in a way.
Let's have a look at Nick Evans. He's not exactly having the best night tonight. He's mixed up there with the GT4s. But, Nick is a very new driver to the series. Good to see him still out there having a crack.
Yeah, the Porsche is a tough car in Competizione, so
Tough car in anything.
pretty much, yeah. Well, if you know how to drive it properly, it is pretty good.
Justin Marshall into pit lane. I just saw that BMW got someone else into pit lane as well. Who was that? Just entered pit lane too.
It would be
628.
Marshall. Justin Marshall.
Yeah, I thought I saw someone pull in behind him, but looks like that hasn't been the case. I suppose we better show some love to RJ Robertson, just absolutely killing it in GT4. He has taken to this class like a duck to water.
does take well.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has taken every single win in this series. The BMW
He's holding
is...
a large stick then, isn't he? Yeah, let's bring it on, boys. Come get it.
Yeah, the BMW is very, very strong.
Has he taken everyone?
Awful. Pardon?
Has he taken everyone? I thought he got taken out at Misano or Bathurst.
Oh, quite possibly. Yeah. He's had a bit. Yeah, he was actually involved in that amazing 4-car crash at Misano around the back of the track. That was quite amazing.
So
in the
apart
DNF
from that,
in race 1 Mount Panorama. Yeah, race 1 Misano. Yeah.
so apart from those two incidents, he's been winning everything.
50-50, 36-50, DNF 50.
So pretty much.
So basically, when he finishes, he's winning.
Yeah, and but Sam Bracken, he's got 244 points as Robertson. Bracken is 213, so he's not a long way off. Quali bonuses 8 for Robinson, 4 for Bracken, so he's not too far away. He's not even here, is he? He's not here tonight, but he.
Yeah, unfortunately.
To keep the pressure on.
Yeah, unfortunately, missing old Sam. Hopefully he's well wherever he is. Maybe just still in a bit of a chocolate coma over Easter. Oh no! Oh, Robinson has binned it.
Oh, he's not immune. He's not immune.
The curse is real. The curse is real. I hold so much power with this microphone.
What did I say a few laps ago?
Well, he had a massive gap. He's still good. It's still good. It's still good. So there you go. Any lapse of concentration, I think it is actually way more dangerous to be leading by a country mile because you have lapse in concentration and then you make a mistake.
Yeah, adrenaline's great. You need pressure for that.
Alright, man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Noble. Do they do a drop round? If they do a drop round, then Noble's right there too.
Last lap of the race, Sonicus is clear by 8.7 seconds, but we've got a battle on our hands for the final podium spot. Also got a battle for the last spot in the top 5 between Glow and Viney.
Norris has got the grass on the exit of turn 1 there.
The pressure is on for Macbeth. He fell by the wayside when he had Lester chasing him. I think Lester is a little bit more of an aggressive driver than Norris. Just a tad. As we enter in this... that was very desperate for Norris. He does know that he is stronger in this second sector.
Lose too much time there, which is interesting.
He's still doing 27.9 for Norris. Everyone else is 28, even Sonicus. 28.4, which is Leicester's doing 28.4s as well.
John Slow off the track. He's... oh, that was a dodgy rejoin. It's all good though. There's got to be a send here. It's got to have a send.
Probably into the final hairpin. This will be close.
I don't know what the acceleration is.
He's got a great exit. No.
I'm going to let you keep an eye on that because we have a winner in John Sonicus. All right, let's have a look how that ended up. No, it looks like Macbeth has managed to hang on to it.
Only just.
And, well, RJ Robertson has taken out the win in GT4, so great drive. In fact, it was only by 1 second at the end there for Robertson. He was battling away with Nick Evans. That cost him so much time. Viney has hung on to 5th ahead of Glow. Matterford has actually gotten ahead of Bigioli too, so we've missed that battle. And we're waiting for Dustin Driver. Dustin Driver's actually managed to finish the race without binning it horribly. So maybe improvements are on the way for that AMG. Well, that was a race and a half.
That's pretty close up and down the field.
Yeah, Justin Driver, yeah, 128.4, so he's starting to bang some laps, starting to get there.
Well, he has got the skill. He's just hasn't had the luck with this AMG. Well, here we go. We've got some results for everyone. So, John Sonicus, the winner. Give me back my results. Jeez.
Green light,
Give
green
me
light.
back my
No.
results. Okay, so John Sonicus leads the way from Dill Lester. 7.6 seconds the gap at the end there, so this did pull in a little bit of time. Nicholas Macbeth managed to hold off Cam Norris at the end there. Then we had Pete Viney in 5th, Matt Glow in 6th, Matterford 7th, Biggie Ollie 8th, Driver 9th, and Gundy Hahn coming home in 10th. Then we have Chris Bradley, Justin Marshall, and Nicholas Evans rounding out the field. Pete Viney, I don't think he's going to remain AM for very long. But Biggie Ollie, the winner of silver, and Gundy Hahn comes home for a quiet 10th place. Did not see much of Gundy.
No Gundy.
No, but good to see him back tonight anyway. RJ Robertson leads the way in GT4 ahead of RJ Noble, then John Slow and Aaron Muriel. So John Slow taking out the silver honours in GT4. So on to qualifying 2. Who's out on track first? Well, that's John Sonicus. About to see some real speed.
Oh.
Oh.
Someone pushing the limits there a bit.
Yeah, I see a car going slowly just after the chicane, 369. That's Dustin Driver. Okay.
It's trying a new line out.
We've lost someone. Who have we lost? Down to 17 drivers. One of the GT3 drivers anyway. Who have we lost?
Let's have a look.
Prize in chat. Who is the lost driver?
It's going to be the mystery of the night. Hope they come back. Love all our drivers, honestly. Beth is still there. Han is still there. But it's one of the drivers that we haven't really focused on at all. Just quietly chipping away, and we've ignored them.
Viney.
No, Viney's still in there.
Is he? Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Oh yeah, I'm blind. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll work it out eventually.
I am checking.
While you're checking, we'll check this first lap time from John Sonicus. So he crossed the line, early run to the flag, and a 27.8. Not bad for a flying lap. First flying lap. Tyres wouldn't have come up to pressure. See who else crossed the line next. Viney, 2 seconds slower. I think he had some slower traffic in John Slow. Norris up to second. Hahn into third. So the silver driver punching above his weight for now. Let's see who else can set a quick lap time. We'll check on GT4. Robertson crossed the line, 41.2. That is definitely not his best lap, as Rob Noble immediately goes a 36.8. So, not ideal for Robertson. So we'll keep an eye on these times. So, Biggie Ollie up into third. So, the Bentley, it's singing.
Yeah, it might be her, but
He wasn't in there last race.
he's got a DNF on Lamborghini. He was an 18th man in the results.
So John Sonicus now drops that bar, 27.4 now. He's just ahead of Matt Glow. I say just ahead, he's 7/10ths clear. And Glow has got some lap traffic in front of him. Oh, well, not lap traffic, but slower traffic in front of him. Oh, hello, we've got a TARDIS Nissan again. It's every time he comes up behind this damn Porsche.
Interesting.
Damn Porsches, honestly.
I might head off. My COVID's playing up.
Oh, no. Well, mate, I hope you get better soon. What is it? Trying to think, what did I use to get better quickly? I think it was just paracetamol. That worked pretty well.
Well, I'll look for some if when my dad's away, so I don't give him the Rona, or I can give him the Rona, either or.
And have a stick of salami. That'll sort you out.
Stick of salami sorts everyone out.
Yep.
Fair enough. I might try that tomorrow then.
Yeah, get into it.
Alright.
We will bid farewell to Tyler Craig then. He's off to get some good night's sleep.
Hopefully, yeah. I'll catch you, what, Friday for...
No, we won't have anything on Friday night. The GT Club is sorted out. So, yeah.
They have the RSO ones soon, I think.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. GT Club, RSO1 Cup.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I love them.
Currently focusing on Matterford. He's been balked a little bit by John Slow there. Unfortunate name for a race driver, isn't it? John Slow.
Fantastic name.
Yeah.
When you really
It's their psychology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's deceptive.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head off now.
Well, mate, well, take care. Be smart and do what you got to do for yourself.
Yeah, right, no worries.
Right,
Peace
then.
out.
See you later, Tyler. And then there were two. Anyway, not seeing much action on the scoreboard. I'll tell you what, though, from second down to 10th, really, it is super tight between the GT3 drivers.
It is indeed. A lot of 28s. The 28 club is very popular this time of year.
Yeah, well, track temperature a little bit warmer than what we've had, obviously, in the first qualifying session. Of course, we're in early morning, 7:07 a.m. If only we lived in Europe. We could have racetracks that could operate 24/7.
Yeah.
Be nice. I'd live near a racetrack. All the people who complain about noise by the racetrack, say your house to me. I'll live there.
Yep. There's a good story back in the day. We'd go to the, you know, we have a big event down here in the old South Island. We'll go to Christchurch, and you know, every boy racer in the South Island, we all drive there. We do drag racing and show and shine, all that sort of stuff. And pretty much there's a ring road that goes around Christchurch, big one way, and it ends up just being a big drag strip for the night.
Yeah.
And all the girls can't sleep because we get motels right on the one way, and we're out there like yahooing, and it's like a bloody bedtime bloody noise for us. We sleep fine, but the girls, I don't know why we brought them. I wouldn't have my choice. but yep, it was happy days for the boys.
Yeah, that choice might need to be reviewed for the following season. Yes, Dallo, what is this graphic? I don't know what you're talking about. Can we get some specifics?
Where is your shadow?
Where is my shadow?
You're left there having a good old.
Well, I turned them on for him, and oh, that's never good enough for him. Never good enough. Anyway.
There's some shadow, but not all shadow. Got the hover car look.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I need to upgrade my CPU, I think. Maybe my GPU as well. I have to turn it all down for VR.
Oh! Yeah, I got a bit spoiled actually. I got my 3080 back. I was an early adopter, and I got one in the Lower South Island when everyone was having trouble getting them for like 1,800 New Zealand dollars. So it was like, yeah boy, and then they went crazy. Then it was like,
Yeah, have they actually calmed down yet, or are we still crypto mining?
I think they're starting to fall down away, but people are the demand's starting to wait for the next series. So I haven't seen too much, but I know a couple of the other boys have been sort of starting to eye something up. But yeah, I thought it was going to be sort of a wee bit dear when I bought it. Going, oh, hopefully it doesn't, and then of course, then they went crazy.
Anyway,
I end up running mine at 4K, and then I capture it and I shrink it down to 1080 by the time I get it to the stream. So it's generally got all the bells and whistles all still tied in.
anyway, oh wow, yeah, just saw that then. Hang on a second, let me try and probably get away with higher shadows. Perhaps contact shadows. Yeah, why not?
You can turn the dynamic ones off.
Dynamic ones, where are they?
You turn the contact shadows on.
Contact shadow, yeah, they're on. Cannot see that dynamic shadows. I must be blind.
Oh no. I don't know technically what it's called, but generally the one that's your undercar, rather than like the.
Let's run with that. Oh, that's much better. We haven't got floaty cars anymore. Yeah, I do have to fix up, upgrade my PC a little bit. I'll work on it. I got other projects in the mix, which I have alluded to in previous streams. Unfortunately, those projects will take a lot of money.
Yeah. It's one of those games, isn't it?
Yeah. Let's see if I can't.
You might need to
turn up the anti-aliasing. Why not? Might be good for me. That has not helped. Everything is now blurry.
So you only need anti-aliasing when you get your.
Turn that back off. Oh, actually, maybe if I.
Yeah, those undercar shadows.
See if that makes a difference.
But you can see the sun shadows doing the left and right on the track, but the direct undercar one, sort of like that should be the default ones. I wouldn't even know what they're called.
That is still hot garbage. That is still like someone has smeared. What is it, Vaseline all over the damn yeah, all over the camera lens.
Do a custom medium. Do a default medium or something. Like a, what do you call that, preset medium?
Oh yeah, let's go with that. Oh my god.
No?
Oh my god, that is so much better. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to graphics. I'll shut up. That is 100% better. Oh, everything's jumping though. Back.
Oh, I can't just walk it down the way. Take out the EV.
Yeah, well.
But you can see down the depth under the car.
Yeah. Saragas don't all projects cost money? Yeah. Yeah, they do. They do.
You can probably trim out some of that other shadow now.
Probably could, yeah.
Cross-track one. The undercar one.
What's that?
That's the one that.
What is that? Shadow's distance or?
Really.
No, I don't know. We'll try that. We'll try that. That's actually not too bad. I'm leaving that. Leaving that. Oh, Saragos, especially car projects, you're close. That's all I'm going to say. Close. Don't want to say too much because we're working on a documentary series, actually. Anyway, we better talk about the final few seconds of qualifying. Well, everyone's managed to close the gap in on Sonicus, especially Jared Matterford. How good has he gone? 2/10 off of Sonicus' time. Del Lester is on his final flying lap. We'll see if he can claw back something. Don't get a free coffee unless you pay for the car, which I don't get it. Del Lester unable to improve. A consistency from the Audi. Dustin Driver, let's see if he can get into the 27s on this lap. So Hail Mary. That is a rage quit right there. All right, well, let's wrap up qualifying for all you lovely folks at home. Qualifying 2, so John Sonicus. Ah, Justin Marshall, that's who's missing. That's who's missing. Anyway, John Sonicus puts on pole position once again. Ahead, next to him will be another Aston Martin of Jared Matterford. Dill Lester off of 3rd. Next to him will be Nick Macbeth. So those two are going to continue their little fight from race 1. Matt Glow and Pete Vondy, another battle that we saw at the end of race 1. Cameron Norris way down in 7th. That is not good. That is not good for Cam Norris. And he starts next to Dustin Driver. Gundy Hahn tops the silvers and gets into the top 10. Alongside him will be another silver of Matthew Bigioli in the big old Bentley. Chris Bradley and Nick Evans off of row 6. And that rounds out GT3. GT4, we got Rob Noble and John Slow. GT4, sorry. Rob Noble and John Slow off the front row. RJ Robertson. And a bit of a shocker in qualifying 2. He starts out a 3rd, and Aaron Muriel rounds out the whole field. John Slow and Rob Noble managed to pull one over on RJ.
Well, a new race, a new beer. Here we go.
Oh, good. I was talking to no one. Love those moments. Love those moments. Did you bring me a beer?
Yep. But if you can't get there, I'll take it.
Oh, you'll have to drink it for me, I think.
Oh yeah.
You're clearly disappointed by that. Beers are not made for sharing.
I'll manage.
You'll manage. Someone has jumped to pit lane. That's Nick Evans. Interesting. So, pit lane start for Nick Evans.
Low, heating up the brakes already.
Oh yeah. Now we're off on our warm-up lap. John Sonicus leads us away again. What are we predicting for this race? Carnage turn 1?
Well, I think much of the same. This time probably could be a bit more carnage on the start. I think everyone got through there and go, oh, I can go a bit harder. Or we got really lucky, or we're going to about to get unlucky.
The Shakedown guys are usually pretty on top of turn number 1.
It's the second turn.
Yeah, it's the second turn that catches everyone out. No one ever expects the second turn.
Old sneaky second.
I mean, we could always see if we can break the OR record and just have a crash about 3 meters after the start. That was amazing. That was amazing, that one. sort of got the man who is, I hate pointing it out to him. He probably really hates it when this gets pointed out. He was responsible for it. And that was Jared Matterford. I've said this numerous times. I've told the story numerous times on stream, but it is just the most Aston Martin thing I've ever heard. He got a good start, got surprised, and panicked. That's the most Aston Martin driver thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, tell me you race an Aston Martin without telling me you race an Aston Martin. That's it.
Yeah, I rate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah. If I did well on there, I'd be quite surprised. Not like it's like a bad car, but it's if I did well. You know?
Oh, the Aston Martin. Once you get it going, it is a brilliant car.
It's the car we use on all our enduros.
Well, it's just, yeah, it's just a awesome car, easy to drive. You take it anywhere, and it's quick. But yeah, it's just, if only it was better on the starts.
And that wee bit of if it's a hairpin, was this wee Achilles, that bit of turbo lag, getting out of that hairpin was always a wee bit tricky.
Okay, we have
no trouble with that.
we have
Sorry.
no shadows again for some reason. Kunos thinks it's a feature. Anyway, we're set for a start. Again, a bit of a wonky formation here.
Green light. Go, go, go.
We are away and racing. John Slow has picked up a drive-through for being out of position. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to say. Here goes. This is something I want to say. Dill Lester taking the lead at turn 1. And Jared Matterford, the driver who started off of second, he's dropped all the way down to 7th. That is a shocking start. Meanwhile, just behind, we got Gundy Hahn and Dustin Driver.
Yeet.
Oh, Driver has almost been turned around. Just trying to force the issue in the old hairpin. And oh, we've got chaos erupting here. John Slow trying to get up the inside of Chris Bradley. He's trying to get a bit of a gap and a buffer between himself and the rest of the GT4 guys, but he's going to have to come into pit lane to get that drive-through done. Oh, and that is Pete Viney out in the middle of nowhere doing some grass cutting. Race 2. That's when it always kicks off. Oh, that's Cam Norris. Cam Norris has had a shocker as well. Oh, no, he's looks like he's readdressing, so Cam Norris might have been involved. Actually, I think he's pretty well involved with that battle, that incident with Viney. So he's readdressed that. Good polite driving there from our competitors. That was tight there between Driver and Biggie Oli. And it is Dylan Lister who's taken the early hole shot, and he leads the way for lap number 1. And he's being pursued by John Sonicus.
It'll be interesting to see how that goes. See how the Austin will do behind.
I tell you right now, I think the pressure is on Lester. Like, Sonicus is rapid. He is a rapid driver. Lester knows that he's... Say again?
It's fun. This is where it gets fun on the aspect of average quickness. If you're quicker averagely through the whole track, then it's hard to get past someone. But if you got, you make up a good space at one particular point, then you can, get past another car. But if you're just that little bit quicker everywhere, you can't get a position to actually challenge. So he's all over him, but not quite enough to get the job done. So it'll be interesting. It'll be up to Dylan not to defend well and not let the gap. But yeah, it looks like Macbeth has got past Sonicus.
Yeah, Sonicus had a bit of a bad run after trying to have a look up the inside of Leicester through the chicane, and that just opened the door for Macbeth.
Yeah, look at that.
Yep. Straight away. He's definitely not having GT4s balking his pit entry. Chris Bradley has picked up a stop-go penalty. I would say that is for speeding in pit lane. Someone didn't practice their pit entries. Always practice your pit entries, folks. No matter what.
Saves you a stop and go 30.
Now, John Slow is running out of time to get this drive-through done. He's losing time now as Rob Noble trying to sneak around the outside through turn 1 and 2. They're going to go side by side through the Craner curves. This usually doesn't work out very well. But we're sim racers, so of course we make it work out. And through the old hairpin, they're still side by side. RJ Robertson's going to try and split them. He's actually going to follow Rob Noble through, and that is great racecraft by RJ Robertson there.
Thank you.
As Chris Bradley now into pit lane for that pain of a stop-go penalty. Nothing makes the heart sink deeper than that little red box with SG30 in it.
You might need to drop your. I'm not sure if anyone else is getting some choppiness in your stream.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Just there's a few rough points there. Just to.
It's like yeah, we're skipping frames at the moment. I might need to
Back her off a touch for.
Yeah, that's why I had it turned down. I need to upgrade everything, but it's just one of those things.
He was pretty good for getting not bad results out of some of the earlier stuff, earlier gear. It would only be a wee bit. It would only need to trim off some detail where you don't need it. Get that foliage down to nothing.
Ah, yeah, foliage.
Get the old foliage.
No, we don't. That's already down to low. Jeez. We've got a battle going on. RJ Robertson trying to sneak up the inside. I'll turn that down a little bit. Hopefully that works out for everyone. Oh no, there was contact, I think. Maybe it was just Porsche things. I don't know. I was focusing on a menu. But I'll tell you that. Who's that benefited? That is Aaron Muriel in the Bunnings Sanger Motorsport Beamer. And that is what we want to see.
Oh, he's done it again.
No! Muriel throws it away.
Got a bit freaked out. Got a bad braking set.
Well, he had that Aston Martin with its big fat body right in front of him. It blocked off his view of the of his braking marker, I'd say.
Yeah, a bit of an all shit moment there. Like, ooh.
Yep.
Braking marker was back there.
Yeah, the Code Brown moment, I believe that's what it's called. Oh, geez, GT4 has been off tap so far. Pete Viney's starting to pick his way back through the field. He's just got past Gundy Hahn. We've had 3 drivers tick off their mandatory stops, Sonicus, Norris and Bradley. Bradley unfortunately having to do 2 tours of pit lane. Now Dill Lester's just starting to stretch that gap out a little bit.
Yeah, 127.7. So he's about that same pace. And Sonicus, he's come out down here, 127.7 as well. That was last lap was his best lap. Same for Leicester. They're in the 127 party. The 127.7.
Well, I've got some bad news for Sonicus though. He's coming up on a lot of lap traffic.
Yeah.
This is not what he wants when he's trying to... Oh, it looks like they're all just going to drive off the track for him. So that was well timed.
Evans whoops a spinny in the Porsche.
Well, he's got this Aston by the scruff of the neck now. He's up onto the back of Muriel now in that Bunnings Sanger Beamer. And Aaron's not going to make that too difficult for him. Can't really see any other battles on track at the moment, so I guess we'll keep an eye on this battle. Well, the lead, really. So Dill Lester in the new generation Audi. What are your thoughts on the new generation Audi?
I think they say when it's coming to Woodrow Arena, I've always quite liked the look of the Audi. I don't really know its performance or if it's any better at, say, its rotation over the last or all that sort of stuff. But I always thought they looked quite cool from the front. They look very good. But that rear quarter, rear end looks like a bit more of a bug beetle sort of. Don't like that angle, but yeah, pretty cool from the front. Sounds mint. I love a lot of pistons. I like a lot of pistons.
A lot of pistons with no hairdryer on it. Can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah, and I'm all for turbos. I love my turbos. I mean, I'm a drag racer at heart, so the bigger the better. But there's nothing like a on song. It's a fine edge. I don't like the singing fours, like the 4 cylinders. But then when you get into F1 sort of style Judds, like the V8 Judds, and they sound epic. But it's even more screechy and whatnot. So those early ones not screechy enough or something. It's hard to know what the ear likes.
When you know, you know.
Hmm.
So, I mean, I love normally aspirated engines, but then again, I can't go wrong with the Nissan. Nissan's got a nice little hum to it. That one's making all sorts of funny shapes. Someone is streaming Netflix again in the Glow House. Maybe they're streaming something else. I don't know. Don't want to know. Don't ask questions.
Yeah, well, I see the Ministry of Health in New Zealand went to post a link to some COVID things on website, but somehow they muddled that up with a foot fetish video on Pornhub.
Well,
and it was the most clicked link for the government they've ever had. Someone made a genius move in marketing, I think it's. It's today's news in New Zealand.
just things in New Zealand. Well, you know what? I'm glad that you guys have started to move on from your sheep fetish. That is fantastic.
Yeah, I think it was a foot. It might have been a hoof. Not sure.
Oh no! And there's that Twitch terms of service right there. Oh, here's a nice little battle. Cam Norris on the Cam Norris on the outside of Nick Evans and through the final hairpin, and he's made that look quite easy. Sweeps in front of the Porsche. And the next to take on Nick Evans will be Pete Viney. Whoa! That was tight. That was very, very tight. You couldn't. I think you might have been able to slip a cigarette paper between them. Don't know. Yeah. As they tip it through. Don't know all the corner names here.
I couldn't tell you many actually myself. I have never actually raced Donnington Park, or not to my memory of. No, I haven't.
Really?
I think I may have. No, I don't have any reference to it at all. No memory.
I'm going to try something. I don't know if this is going to work out very well, but I've just tried overclocking my CPU a little bit. Hopefully that that might bring it back.
I think it's been a lot more stable.
Oh, that's good.
Looks like you've got your...
Got the balance happening. There we go. Good. Not going to touch it ever again.
But to say, if you had to pick a shadow, the undercar one better than the side dynamic sort of shadow, if you want to call it that. I'd say it's not called that in the menu. I don't know what it's called, but the one with the actual shadows. But there's another undercar. It'll just define where the track is versus the car. I thought it meant to be weird.
Yeah, I'm going to have to play around with it with the VR settings. Hopefully I can get a little bit of performance out of it. Struggling a little bit, but you know what?
It'll be doing the coding as well, yeah? For your stream? It'll be coding.
Yeah, potentially. It's potentially. I'll have to work that out a little bit later, I think. Not touching anything else because I know that I'm going to mess it up. Anyway, we've got a little battle here. Gundy Hahn up the inside. He gets a good run out of that long right-hander. Heading towards the chicane. Evans is not giving it up, though. Yes, he does. They just politely follow each other through the chicane.
Yeah, I'm wondering if... see a few guys do that when they've been in a shallow line and they don't know where their braking markers are because they don't practice the shallow line into some of the corners. So it's a bit of the tip I give most drivers is don't just practice your race line. You know, you got to be able to drive offline as well, a defensive line.
Focusing on we've got a battle here for the provisional lead. Sonicus is right on the back of Dill Lester. Our leader Matthew Bigioli, he's just coming through the final corner now. So these guys here, Lester, Sonicus, Macbeth unfortunately caught the Porsche of Rob Noble going through the Craner curve, so he has lost a lot of time. But that is just the game of multi-class racing. I think it's a feature of multi-class racing. You get that natural ebb and flow of fast cars trying to get through on the inside of the slower cars and trying not to punt them off, and slower cars trying to stay on their race pace without getting punted off. It's great.
Well, you got to have something instead of the form safety car that groups the pack again, so that you got the guys that have got the absolute pace over everyone else, so they can just run off into the distance. So it's good to have something else there to cause a wee bit of carnage, an unknown factor of it, because you don't know where all the GT3 the 4 cars are. They could be anywhere. They could be spinning off. They could be doing all sorts of stuff. So it's, to add a dynamic to the race, it sort of makes it better to watch. And if they need people to watch, well, they don't really at SimWorld, but it's always nice. Show the family.
Oh yeah, 100%. I bang on about this series all the time, but Super GT, if you want good multi-class racing, check them out, because that is the best race series in the world. I don't care what anyone else says. They had their opening round over the weekend at Okayama. Great racing, just absolutely. I was glued to the TV for the entire 300k of racing. It was brilliant.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. And I wish more people in Australia would get behind Super GT and check that out, because I'd love to see those cars come to Australia.
Yeah.
I don't know where they would race that. Because they're basically the old, well, I guess they're old now, but they were the last generation of the ballistic DTM cars, really.
Are they still Aeroed up? They are, right?
DTM? No, they've gone to GT3.
No, the Super GT.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Got the Supra, the NSX, and now the Nissan Z.
But they won't like rubbing too much.
You say that, but they do. Oh, of course, they're Japanese.
They can handle it.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Japanese know how to make something that's robust. Now, this battle for the lead, it's still Sonicus and Lester. Macbeth not really able to close in. Starting to lose touch here.
Not sure if what the times are up to, but they're 27.6 for each. Of course, if Sonicus is on the tail of Lester, they're going to be very similar, but they're pretty close to Sonicus' best, even when he was ripping through the pack. So yeah, it's going to be close. So is he going to be able to get enough gas to get a pass in? Ooh, 10 minutes to try.
Now for Macbeth, something he's got to keep in mind in Matt Glow is just lurking in the background there. He's 5 seconds behind, but well, depending on what his pace is, so 28.7 for Glow, 27.8. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
Feeling confident there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Be putting on when you're putting on gap, then you tend to knuckle down and get back to your pace, get your rhythm.
Well,
Start looking forward.
Yeah, that's it. And oh, maybe Glow just sort of settling into a rhythm and hoping that a mistake from Macbeth will bring him back into the battle. Now, good little battle brewing here. We got Big Ioli. He's trying to hold a gap to Cam Norris. So Norris recovering after a terrible qualifying, and then I believe a terrible start to the race where he and Pete Viney got together.
Well, and that Big Oli, they're catching up with this driver too, just to make it more interesting. Or are they?
Oh, he called that GT4 car at the wrong time. I'll say hello to Floppy Disk. I am doing fantastic. Oh, Big Yoli gets it wrong, and Cam Norris, he cut that pretty fine, has to be said. There you go, one little mistake. That's all that's really required for Cam, isn't it?
Yep.
He's getting on top of this. He's getting on top of this McLaren. See if Big Yoli can go with Norris for this final 10 minutes. Norris runs a little bit deep through turn 1. Sonicus in the meantime, he's closed right in on Leicester. Fast lap of the race to John Sonicus, by the way.
Yeah, 27.3, but it's the biggest gap I've seen on them for a while. They fall out to a second.
Ruka, am I upgrading my PC? Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the new CPU.
Oh yeah.
Need to go that 9900 KF. Just got my new credit card as well, so I can actually start buying shit again. Ooh, Norris a little bit deep, so now it's a bit of payback here for Big Ioli. He gets a good run out of the chicane towards the Melbourne hairpin, and he just tips it in, gets it rotated nicely, and he'll take that position back. So that has not gone to plan for Cam Norris. Goes for the switch back out of the final corner, and no, can't get the drive down. Now this is all going to work out well for driver and Matterford. Matterford's actually recovered nicely as well. He's up to 5th. Oh, that's sorry, I got that wrong. That's Chris Bradley. I thought Chris Bradley was for position. Matterford is actually well clear of driver and these two drivers that we're focusing on at the moment, being Big Ioli and Norris.
He's driving nice, keeping it clean, good line. Good job.
Assume you're talking about Jared there?
I was on that Norris, yeah, sorry.
Oh, yep. Oh, yeah. Norris trying to apply the blowtorch to the back of Big Ioli's Bentley. There's a lot of Bentley there to put a blowtorch to.
Pick your spot, yeah.
God, it is massive. I mean, I was on board with Cam Norris when he was right on the back of Big Ioli, and that Bentley did not leave much windscreen space, that's for sure. Absolute absolute unit of a car. That's why we love it.
We're back up to Leicester. He's still, he was a second gap, now 0.5. So he's make some gains and then lose some gains. There's some wins, some losses. It's a duel. 6 minutes to go. He's still in front.
That's the
It's been there for
ebb
since
and
about
flow.
11.
Yeah, ebb and flow of multi-class racing.
Well, I think he got a nice drive the Austin up the inside, but it's generally where you'll make a wee bit of gapping on these tight sort of bends, getting out all those cylinders.
Plus the engine in the middle of the car instead of at the front of the car will rotate quite nicely.
Doing well to keep that. Oh, he uses all the track.
Yeah, got to abuse that pit exit.
I think a few places will ping you for that. Do they? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I think a few places will.
A full cross of the white line.
Yep. Oh, Sonicus now all over the back of the Audi. Leicester, he's done well really to hold off this pressure. And I'm launching the commentator's curse on him nice and early. Still got 5 minutes left in this race.
Yeah, we've done equal praise, I think. So we must be on a knife point on which way the curse is going to go.
Through the chicane again. That Audi's actually looking a little bit better over the curbs there.
Yeah, it's looking a lot better, but it's almost nice to watch the Austin come out of these hairpins and sort of stay with a big NA. Because they getting out of these hairpins used to be the spot. Wait for those turbos to come on.
I'll tell you what, Sonicus is driving it hard into the hairpins, but that's sort of compromising his exit speed as he tries to get the car slowed down and then rotated. Not an easy job. And that's what's costing him the most amount of time.
Jeez, he slipped a wee bit. He leaves that wee gap. Yeah, coming
Oh,
out.
that is opportunistic. Leicester really wanted to get past slow before the old hairpin.
He had to do it, didn't he? He had to go. I'm going. I'm not lifting.
Well, he couldn't afford to, really. Sonicus will pounce at any little gap you give him. Now we head down this back straight. I think the Aston will have the legs over the Audi in this section, but there's just nowhere to make a pass.
He made full use of the apex here. Dylan was a wee bit shy, maybe half a metre. Just carry that wee bit more speed through, but say that.
Oh, here we go. Leicester having to go defensive now. So, he runs it in deep. This is an opportunity. Sonicus for the switchback. And into the final hairpin again. Sonicus looking for that switchback, but the turbo lag on the Aston is going to hurt him.
Just that bit, eh? Just enough.
And now we got another GT4 just up ahead, and we're going into the corner curves.
2 minutes 30 remaining.
That's Aaron Muriel.
Too late.
Oh, Muriel not getting involved in this one. He saw that coming a million miles away. He's like, nope, not having that. I'm coming third in GT4. I want to stay third. Oh, Leicester grabbed a little bit too much curb there. Saw the whole car launch.
He was a wee bit far away in the last lap. Yeah, right on it this time. I think we'll work a wee bit. Got a wee bit of time. We're measuring in car length now rather than seconds.
Oh, bad run through the chicane for Leicester. That will give Sonicus another run towards the Melbourne hairpin. Here he goes. He's showing the nose. Leicester doesn't go defensive. Oh!
Leaves him plenty of room. Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, no way! Dylan Lester has got a drive-through penalty. That will be for track limits. And he's going to take that drive-through straight away. This has handed the race lead and effectively, touch wood, the race win as well. Leicester is going to be absolutely fuming.
Is that that apex grab from a few corners back?
Oh yeah, I think that's what did it. The chicane is the easy place to do it.
Wow. Well, bugger me days.
Well, back in the field, Biggie Ollie and Norris have both dispatched Dustin Driver. And Biggie Ollie still holding off Cam Norris for 6th. And John Sonicus, what more can you say about this guy? He is class of his own at the moment.
Oh, Leicester.
Where has still Leicester come out?
See you later.
4th, yeah. Now that has elevated Matt Glow onto the podium. So the Datsun's going to get a podium if everything goes right for him. It's just putting a lap down on Aaron Muriel. And it is John Sonicus with the double, providing he can get this last corner right, which he does. So John Sonicus, 2 from 2, plus two pole positions. Somebody stop me.
Well done. Well done.
Nicholas Macbeth comes home.
I don't think he might have Dylan would have kept him off there, so it's a bit of super bad luck for Dylan, man. He would have been chomping at the bit during that race. And then to drive through to knock him down, just to bring you back to ground level.
Oh.
Hard lines, man. Hard lines.
Yeah, it's definitely an angry your mate Dill. We might just leave him alone for a bit.
Can we jump to his, can we bring him in?
No, this is a family-friendly stream. I want to keep it family-friendly. Meanwhile, RJ Robertson, speaking of 2 from 2, he didn't quite get the perfect night like Mr. Sonicus. Missed out the pole position in race number 2, but he has absolutely spread eagled the field. They did not know which way he went in race number 2. And he will round the Melbourne hairpin for the final time and cross the line for the double in GT4 nice and easily, because he is the only GT4 left to cross the line. I wish they'd improve the sound of that beamer. That is awful. But there you go, RJ Robertson, winner of GT4. As we should have a quick rundown of the final results. So John Sonicus, the winner of basically the quadruple, really. 2 pole positions, 2 wins. Doesn't get much better than that. Nicholas Macbeth home. Yeah, Nicholas Macbeth home for 2nd. Matt Glow, he'll be happy with 3rd for sure. Dill Lester, late drive-through penalty for him because
Green light. Go.
go away. I want my results here. Dill Lester, he's going to be kicking himself for that mistake. Slight little error through the chicane, I would say. He got that drive-through pen. Jared Matterford home in 5th. Good recovery drive from Jared Matterford after a shocking start to that race after starting on the front row. Matt Bigioli, leader of the Silvers, home in 6th. Well done. Cam Norris home in 7th. Dustin Driver, consistent drive for him in 8th. Pete Viney, going to be a little bit frustrated with 9th, I think. Gundi Hahn at top 10. Chris Bradley, 11th. Nick Evans rounding out the field and did not start for Regan Herbert and Justin Marshall. Let's have a look at GT4. RJ Robertson, Rob Noble, Aaron Muriel and John Slow. Pretty well standard for GT4 at the moment. RJ Robertson just running away with it.
Yeah, some pretty good racing out there. Very good. And I see Macbeth finishing 2nd place will give that points gap up near the top there with that close battle that Leicester is having with Macbeth. So that'll just keep things nice and tight going through the series.
Yep. Yep, we have got 4 more rounds left, of course, in this series. It's been great. Hopefully we can improve these streams and make them a little bit better once we get some upgrades. So let's actually have a good look at what we've got left. So I think there's a mid-season break now. Before we go into round number 5 at Hungaroring. That's going to be pretty ballistic with the 2 classes.
Good track.
It's a good track, but 2 classes, one being significantly slower than the other. Not a lot of opportunities to make the moves. Going to be tough. I gotta say, people getting binned so hard. It's going to be awesome. We will then be live on Sunday night for the AK Racing V8 Supercar Series. So that is that's on Barbagallo, 2 races, 52 laps each. Yeah, make sure you hit the follow button and the notification bell so you know exactly when we go live for that. And also head over to our YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button there and notification bell. That's where we put up all our live streams, which are hopefully a lot smoother than our live streams at the moment. Anyway, we've got someone going ballistic in the background. Who is that? That is Dustin Driver. He's been disqualified. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's about wraps it up for us here. Thank you to Naptic for joining us a little bit later, and also thank you to Tyler Craig for enduring the spicy cough to commentate that first half of the stream. Also thank you to everyone for joining us in the stream, in chat. We're working on it. We'll get this better. What have you got coming up, Naptic? Anything interesting, cool, or?
Oh, nothing really. It's sort of just playing it by ear, and it's usually just Tuesday night. I'm just getting down on this sort of stuff actually.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It's a nice and easy workload at the moment.
It's just that's exactly what you want, eh? Cruisy streams. All right, well, let's wrap this stream up. Thank you, everyone. We will see you Sunday night for AK Racing V8 Supercars.